I suppose wasn't doing any exercise. I was kind of pottering around and saying I might go for a walk or run, and you just weren't getting. It wasn't hitting all the right spots for me. So I knew I wanted to be strong. I knew I wanted to be fit, but I suppose I never found a class that I wanted to stick with. A lot of the classes that you go to, you go in, you do your thing. No one really watched what you were doing, if you were doing it right or anything like that. So I wanted somewhere that would focus on what you do and how you do it, and that you're doing it well, and focus on technique and building you up and supporting you. So that was the problem. I wasn't. I didn't have the strength. I didn't have any background in it, and I wanted a place that was knowledgeable. When I tried it, dipped in and out of things, you kind of go, we'll go, but I talked myself out of going. That was my problem. I'd say, oh no, look at this. No, I won't go to this, or no, I can't. No more than you, I'd find excuses, I can't go now, or something on, or I won't be back in time. I talk myself out of it, whereas I found it here that I don't talk myself out of it at all, actually. I kind of seem to talk myself into it way too much. You try different things, but kind of faddy things, kind of go, oh, I'll try that, or, and it just never really stuck. I never found anything that I really enjoyed, so then I found here. I suppose I'm definitely stronger, I'm more confident in myself. I'm making progress, like slow and steady progress, because I wouldn't be the strongest person. I'd always class myself as being a bit of a weakling, but I'm making very steady progress. You know the technique is right, you know you're doing it right. Like, I haven't sustained any injuries at all, whereas other places you might have done, or even if you're going for a run, different things like that, you'd easily pick up the odd niggle or something, but here I haven't. Definitely strength and confidence, and I suppose the other thing is just even an overall kind of feel good factor. You kind of go, I'm glad now I've done that. I never dread coming. Sometimes when you're tired, but you never actually dread it at all, which is so unusual for me, because what are we, 4? Like, we started off with a 6-week program, and I thought, 6 weeks, sure, I won't stick it out. And then it was like, how can we give it up? So, and I think as well the fact that both of us are doing it together, you're kind of both on the same,
motivating each other, kind of.
Yeah, it's like, come on, will we go in the morning, so will we go later on, or should we get up and go in the morning? You kind of motivate each other. That's what I find nice as well. I suppose the best thing about here is someone's constantly watching, and the motivating words, every so often kind of going, well done, or you doing that, was a great rep. Just the simple things like that. But also, like, any of the coaches could spot something. They might be working with someone else or kind of helping someone else, and they'll come over, have a quick word and say, next time now, just be careful, chest up or something. That would be definitely one. I find the camaraderie in the group fantastic. I love it. That as well is fantastic. And the weekly feedback as well. Any worries or concerns, particularly for me at the minute, any worries or concerns that I have, I feel that I can really come to you and ask you, and no question is a stupid question. And even for an example, the other day, you had bumped into one of the coaches and had said, I might be a bit concerned about a few different things. And next thing, they were on the phone ringing me to make sure I was okay and was everything all right, and just reassurance, which is fantastic. I mean, you don't get that anywhere else. You really, really don't. And I find that absolutely brilliant. But just the crack and the banter, and I would say do it. Definitely do it. You will not regret it. And the 6-week, what I found great was your 6-week program was exactly what you were going to be doing after 6 weeks. Nothing changed really as such. Like your 6-week program, a lot of places would have a program or whatever, and then when you join up, it's, I suppose the level of intensity of support that you would get might pull back, but that didn't change. That didn't falter at all. If anything, you kind of go, well, you can do this. You're pushed that little bit more. That's what I found as well, is that, going forward, it is a great one. Like, you have your 6 weeks introductory, and you can be reassured it's not going to change. That is, what you see is what you get, and the level of support that you receive from day one remains the same 4 or 5 months down the line. Like, it is great.
Yeah.